and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to my channel. It's T here. Today I have another one branded makeup tutorial, and today we are featuring Sephora collection. I have a bunch of things here from Sephora and I achieved this look. So we have from the eyeshadow, foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer, you name it. So if you want to see my first impression thoughts and how I achieved this look, then let's get started. So let's get started. I'm going to use this Best Skin Ever concealer. It's in the shade 09N to prime my eyes. Of course, I'm going to use it for concealer later, but I just didn't find a eye primer, but maybe I wasn't looking hard enough. So I'm just gonna prime one side at a time. And this concealer is, I have a foundation that I really love from Sephora. I just haven't picked it up in a hot minute. It's also from the Best Skin Ever line. And this is the first time I'm using this concealer. So if this concealer is as good as the foundation, this would be amazing. And also Sephora, it's really affordable. Like if you ever, like I feel like everyone sleeps on the actual Sephora collection inside Sephora. I think everyone like goes in there for like the higher end makeup, but the Sephora, it's very comparable, I feel like, in my opinion, to like drugstore price point makeup, but very high performing and high quality. I don't know. I feel like it performs at like the L'Oreal and Maybelline level. Okay, this concealer on my eyelid feels really good, but we will see how it is underneath the eyes because the eyelid and under the eyes are so different. So a lot of these products I purchased in store because I needed to swatch a few things, and I also purchased it online as well. Like I bought this and I was like accumulating it for a very long time now. It wasn't like just one go and I ordered stuff online. What I did was that Sephora had like a 30% like discount, which Sephora is already cheap as is. So I always like really enjoy purchasing Sephora products when there's like a 30% discount on their product, which brings it to a much lower cost. And then they had like a buy two minis, get both half off. This was a very inexpensive purchase haul to do this video. And I don't know, I was just blown away. Like I probably spent like $50 total on this full face. Yeah, so let me go into the eyeshadow palette. This is the Sephora Mega Mix palette. This is in the, whatchamacallit? This is in the shade, oh, Fearless Cool Nude. And this one is actually really cool. Like the concept of this is actually really fun. So this is what this looks like. This is supposed to be a cream to powder formula is what it's advertised as. And these come out into like little trios. The only thing that I am concerned about, and not really concerned, it's not a big deal, is that how do I bring this? How are you supposed to like, okay, maybe it's just to switch up the colors, like if you wanted this on top and this on the bottom and so forth, how you like it. I don't know why I thought that it was like if you pulled this out, because the mirror comes out as well too, where you're able to like create like a to-go palette. I don't know where I was trying to get with this, but anywho, so we're gonna go in with this palette. I'm gonna try to use as many shades as possible on my eyes, and we're gonna go in with this shade first, and I'm gonna use a blending brush. I really want to touch it. Oh yes, it's definitely a cream. So let me it still has fallout for it being a cream. So let me just blend this into the crease. I've never used any of the Sephora eyeshadows before, and I don't know why. It just, the palette honestly didn't really grab my attention. Like, even when I was trying to find something for like the shadows, etc., for this video, I wasn't like too, like, I chose it because it's there, and I don't know. I just, it wasn't like, oh wow, I really wanted this shadow palette. So, and I haven't heard anything really about Sephora shadows. I've heard quite a lot about other of their products. So, yeah, this is like my first time ever dipping into one of the Sephora's shadow palette. This cream one is kind of funny, to be honest. Like, it's cream to powder. I don't know if it was supposed to be used as a base, but yeah, I don't know. It does have fallout still. So I'm gonna take this second shade right here, if I forgot to mention. And what we're just gonna do is sit here and blend that. I'm trying to build a crease because I have hooded eyelids, and I just want to make sure my crease is diffused and all nice. And this is gonna pull a cooler tone look. This is a cool nude. There was like, I think like a purple and warm nude shade, but I was really drawn to this blue specifically. So I'll be using this blue and this silver blue shade as well too. So we're gonna do something a little more pop of color today. And then I'm gonna take a much smaller brush and really take this dark brown shade and focus on the outer edge of this look a lot more, just to have more depth and shadow on the outer edge. And with my hooded eyelid, I want to make sure I build this depth so it looks like I actually have a crease, and making sure that anywhere that my hooded lid folds over gets color onto it and build it up into the crease. Okay, see the difference? It just opens up my eyes a lot more, and I blend it out here. And we can go back in and clean it later. And really, when you're blending, make sure like you're staring straight. Now that that has been blended out, I am really excited, and I'm probably gonna just go in with my finger because I just know this is what the shade looks like. It's icy blue. Also, I just got my nails done. This time I'm doing something different. This is my natural nail, which I've been really loving it because like now I can like actually dig in and like, I don't know, like having long nail and then your short natural nail is just so incredibly different. It feels really like, it feels really nice, and I can't believe this is my natural nail. I used to be a nail biter. I know, disgusting. And how I stopped is by literally getting Gel X and acrylic nails forever. I used to do it a lot because I was like nervous in school, like in high school, with taking exams and taking tests. So I literally was like, until like I bled. Like, that was how bad it is. This is pretty. It's like this icy blue shade. And then I'm gonna go in with this shade as well. Let's just give like a more green and light tone, and I'm just gonna put it right at the center of the lid. Okay. It's cute. It's nothing that blows me away. There's like better shadows at the drugstore in my opinion. But again, this is just based off of first impression. I usually could tell right away with like the way shadows apply and such that it's like I already know. I already know how it's gonna perform. Realistically, am I gonna pick this up again? I don't know. I might just give this to my sister. But what I really wanted to do is dip into this dark, sparkly navy blue and continue to smoke out that outer corner. And I'm gonna buff it up. And this will really build a very dark smoky eye. I don't know how I always like do this. Like I'm like, let me just do like a simple, fun look. And then all of a sudden I have like sparkle everywhere and black eye by the end of this. Which honestly, I don't mind. It's fun. But like I just find it so funny that like I'm always like, let's keep it simple today. We're not gonna spend 20 hours on our eyes. And what was that phrase? Like eyes are the windows to like the soul, I think. Where I feel like if you spend a lot of time building a pretty eye look, people will like just like look at it all day long. Okay, now that we have both sides even, I'm going to go back in with this blue shade right here and just repack that glitter on. Let's go into the liner. I have the 12-hour colorful retractable eyeliner. This is waterproof and this is in the shade 10 matte brown. I'm just gonna lightly line my outer edges, just a touch, and then I'm gonna smudge it out, but I'm gonna smudge it out with this on the ends. See how it does. You know, this reminds me of like the Maybelline smudging liner that we all used to use like in middle and high school, where we just wore eyeliner and that's it. I don't know. I have some pictures of like way back then, and I would have like eyeliner all the way drawn across. Like, oh, what a time. We've come so far. We've honestly come so far in doing our makeup. It's so crazy. Just align the other eye as well. There is a lot of glitter fallout. Like, there's a lot of glitter under my eyes. So be warned if you guys end up picking this up, or the Sephora eyeshadow palettes that have glitter in them, they have fallout, which is no big deal. I can just always clean it up. But the thing about glitter is that it stays for weeks. I might go back with this angled brush. I'm just cleaning up my liner and all of the little glitter underneath my eyes. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you guys. I just got back from Comic-Con in San Diego. I try to go at least once every year. And this year they had Dr. Doomsday, like a little sneak peek, but I did not get to see it until after Comic-Con. And the whole reason was because Hall H, and they have halls in this convention, and Hall H literally had people sleeping out there 2 days prior just to get in line for a ticket to come back to Hall H on Saturday. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I literally spent majority of the time walking around the convention and buying merch and stuff. I love buying merch. I bought like a lot of Sanrio, Hello Kitty stuff. I really wanted to buy like the Monster High collection, but you have to literally win the lottery for that. And then I also wanted to get like the Funko Pop, but you have to win a lottery for that as well too. So I didn't get like a lot of the things that I wanted, but regardless, I had a great time. A lot of the things at Comic Con, they're by lottery because everything is super exclusive. Like, we are talking about like you'll never see it again type of exclusive. Like, you have to be there in order to purchase it. So there's that. It's like one of those one time and one time only. I enter in the lottery every single year to try my luck, and clearly, as you can see, I am not very lucky. I got the Sephora new, it's a stretch. This is their tubing mascara. I got it in the sample size because you guys knew me. If you know me and you've been here on this channel for a long time, I love purchasing mini size, travel size, everything, especially mascara, just because I have so many mascaras that I sometimes don't go through it and it's just a waste of money. And I do buy full size ones if I really do have to, or I love it so much. Anyway, you guys know how I feel about tubing mascara. So when Sephora launched their tubing mascara, I was all up for it. And this one I didn't buy until just about a week ago, I want to say, because this is a newer launch for them. This is what the wand looks like. This is in the shade Ultra Black. This is a little scary because I have contacts on and it's a scary wand, especially when I have sensitive eyes with contacts in. But I know that all like tubing mascaras with like the formula and how the formula is, it has to be the wand, the actual applicator and application wand has to be plastic, just simply because of like the wand and the formula. Also, lately my lashes and my lash journey and growth has been really insane. Also, one of my lashes just like dropped and plopped in there. My eyelash growth has been so insane. I curl them anyway because I want them to be like really up, because throughout the day it'll like fall down. So when I do my mascara, I try to make sure that it's like really stuck all the way up. It's nice. What does it advertise actually? It says volume and length tubing mascara. Don't know if I'm seeing volume. Maybe if I put another coat on, but I definitely see length. This is gonna be my second coat. Oh, my lashes are like spidery insanity. And I love this look. I love it when my lashes like pop out. I used to not have lashes like this, and I've just been so consistent with my lash serums that I don't think I'm ever gonna hop off the lash serum because I don't want them to go back to these short, stubby lashes ever again. I now have like 3 lash serums rotating around my house just so I don't forget. I have one in my vanity. This is where like I get ready, or well, my vanity slash studio. This is where I like put on makeup, get ready, but also I have one in my bathroom. That's also another area that I get ready in. And I would have it there. After I wash my face, I'll put it on. I have a travel size one so that it goes in my purse and car, and I'm gonna bring the travel size one when I travel to Japan. And I'm going to Japan literally a week from now. So by the time you're watching this video, it's gonna be my second day in Japan. I'll make sure I record some fun videos, especially like vlogs. We'll see. I'm making a lot of promises that I may or may not be able to keep, but I definitely wanna record some vlog of like the food. I wanna capture my moment in Japan, and I'm so excited to go to Disney Sea. I'm gonna be buying so many merch, gifts, toys from Japan, and I'm gonna eat a ton of sushi. Okay, this is what my lashes look like. I think it does a pretty good job. This side always looks way better than this side. This side I don't see much volume, but this side at the base I could see some volume. So I'll keep trying this and keep you guys posted. Just right off the bat, it's definitely nothing like my Maybelline one. I just don't know if anyone can really beat Maybelline at this stage, but yeah, the tubing mascara is really nice. The other one that I've like been trying is the Milani tubing mascara. That one's really nice. The one thing about that one though is that it takes a long time to like, how do you say it? It takes a long time to like build it up. So if you're in a rush, I definitely don't recommend that one. Okay, what else do I have? Foundation. This is nothing new. This is Sephora's best skin ever. I've shown you guys this before. I bought this like, I want to say a year ago on like the VIB sale. And if you are oily, this is it for you. And I tried this out and I was just like, oh my goodness. And it was like, I want to say $12 to $15. It was very cheap. And I had like a 30% Sephora, or like during the VIB sale, Sephora always goes on sale and like 30% off while everyone is 20%. So it makes it even cheaper. I want to say this was like $10 and it does not feel like $10. So that's one of the things. And I'm going to shake this up because I've been having it in my collection for a year and just like have it like just sitting there. Always remember to shake your foundation up, people. The one thing is like, I want to make sure you guys know that you don't need a lot of product. Like one pump will like get you through. On top of that, I don't use this as much anymore as I used to, just because there's so many foundation out there right now that I'm getting like foundation fatigued. I'm just like trying a bunch of foundation, a bunch of skin tint, and they're all really good. So I'm in this like foundation fatigue cycle, and like I have so many that I'm currently like testing and trying and wearing, and I'm traveling a lot. So I just haven't like, I've just been like throwing all the new foundations in my bag to travel with, to try it out, or anything that has like a package that is travel friendly would go into my makeup travel bag. That's really what it comes down to. If it has a packaging that is like a squeezy tube or a cushion, it's going in. Like these glass bottles are not traveling with me, no matter how good it is. It's just one of those like, if it's in a squeezy tube, if it's in like travel friendly packaging, then it's gonna go with me at that stage. So yeah. Like currently I've been traveling with the Wet n Wild, the NYX Wonder Under, the new Hung Van Ngo foundation. What else? The Kylie Cosmetics skin tint. That's so good. And then oh, the CoverGirl skin tint. I'm just loving skin tint, and anything that has sunscreen in it, it's game over. Like if you have sunscreen in it and you are good for my oily skin and you're mattifying and you are a good skin tint or foundation, I'm like instantly instantly sold. And yeah, so this is like a medium to buildable full coverage. I try not to go in with a second coat just because I don't want such a cakey look. I already have a lot of like skin texture, acne scar, acne and stuff, so I'm not trying to make it worse. I just want a light layer of coverage just to have a little something just to even my skin out. I know, like especially with like my acne, etc. Like now that my acne it's definitely have calmed down by a lot, like as I continue to do treatment and making my skin healthier. It's definitely calmed down by a lot. I used to like want super full coverage. I still do, but I've been like gravitating towards like more of a skin tint lately. So, yeah, I don't know. It feels great not having to like go for just a full coverage foundation these days. I've been really loving like sunblock. I always wear sunblock. Anyway, yeah, this is a really wonderful foundation. It's a little yellow, but I went a shade lighter. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is 16O. It's not quite olive, but it matches with my skin tone. It just pulls a little bit yellow on me, but again, a lot of foundation pulls a little bit yellow on me, so we just sound like a broken record at this stage. So I'm gonna open this contour stick really quickly. Okay, now we have the Sephora cream contour stick. This is what it looks like. It's in the shade O2 light to medium. This is a blendable cream to sculpt and define. So this is what it looks like, your stick contour. This is, again, the first time I'm ever using this. Ooh, it's a very cool tone contour stick for sure. Let's see how this blends. Let's start with my forehead and just let the other contour just melt and into my skin a little bit more. That's like the thing that I really love about makeup is like when it's like hotter weather or when it touches your skin, it like melts into it. I really love when like any of the cream products just like mesh and melts into it with the warmth of your skin, and it feels fantastic. This is not bad, actually. This contour, it's like a true contour gray tone color. Definitely a lot more ashy gray sculpting shade. I do recommend, like, this is for just sculpting, and you should go in with a bronzing. I think it's lifting up my foundation over here because some red marks are peeking through. I do recommend, if you don't like a more cool tone ashy contour, or you use this strictly to contour and sculpt, to go in with a warm tone powder bronzer to warm up your complexion after. And it also helps set as well. Okay, this is very nice. It does give me the sculpting. I just don't know why the side earlier, like there's like a little bit of pink peeking through, like the contour like lifted up my foundation for some reason. Let's go into blush. I have two blushes. One is a multi-use cream blush. This is in the shade O3 Wild Peony. And then this one is the Sweet on You Colorful Blush. This one is so good. I've used this before. This is the powder. It's a matte powder blush and it's like this orangey shade. Yeah, it's very intense. So this one is new. So I'm gonna try this on, and again, I like to mix. I'm a mixologist when it comes to makeup and blushes and such. So I'm going to no. Oh, that's a shame. That's really a shame. I'm so sad, guys. I'm actually really sad. I peeled it and the packaging peeled off with the sticker. Okay. I'll probably just tape this down. Because knowing me, I'm not gonna be too fond of this ripped piece. So let me just tape this down. Let's get back to the program. So this is a cream blush. I believe it's a cream to powder, but maybe it's just cream. No, it says matte, so it's a cream to powder. So let me just show you guys what this looks like swatched. So this is a very fuchsia pinky shade, and I don't know if this is gonna go with my look, but we'll just roll with it. Take a little bit on my hand. Not a little bit in my hand. I'm going to blend it in the palms of my hand, like a pre-blend, so we don't have such a big splotch on our face. It's this pinky lavender purple Barbie doll blush. I want to blend it everywhere and underneath my eyes as well. And on the other side, I'm not gonna pre-blend just because this is a very friendly, like, it's not so pigmented unless you like scoop the heck out of this, but it's not extremely pigmented. I think it's still very user friendly in my opinion, like beginner friendly, nothing too complicated where you can't like blend it out. It gives me such a pretty, like, pinky, fresh pinky look. Okay. All right, that's pretty. What do you guys think? It's a very pretty pinky purple shade. It's very pinky. Wow. I might go back for other shades because this was not like expensive or anything. And on top that 30% off. Sephora has like 30% off here and there, that I would take advantage of it. Okay, now let's use this concealer. This is what I used for my eyelid. It felt really good. So it does say okay, there's like a few claims here. In 1 minute, it has a natural finish, medium to full. In 12 hours, it corrects and smooths. And in 28 days, it improves skin texture. So this has these claims due to it having hyaluronic acid in it. So this is supposed to be marketed as a skincare concealer type of thing, like a makeup, like a makeup with skincare infused into it. I don't know if I'm not gonna give this a dry down time because just applying it on my eyelid, it's it is matte. I think this will dry down really quick. And it's very similar to the foundation where once it dries down, it stays there. Like there's no like, I mean, if you really wanted to, you can, but it's just like when you place it down and it dries, it doesn't really like move anywhere. It gives you like this such a matte finish. It like reminds me a little bit of the Estee Lauder. So if you guys have used the Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer, this has like that like matte texture formula. It's not quite like it, but it reminds me of like that matte dry down concealer. If you guys are into one of those, like if you guys are oily like me and you guys are really into the matte budge proof feeling, that's really what it is. Budge proof feeling concealer foundation. I think this is really good. Like, this concealer is not bad. It feels drying, but it has hyaluronic acid in it, so I feel like the more that you wear it, the more hydrating it gets, just because it's infused with hyaluronic acid. Like, it feels, I don't know how to explain this, but this has like just like a very matte, like flawless look. If you like take a look at underneath my eyes, like it's definitely a flawless look. Oh wow. I don't know. I'm very impressed with this concealer. Like, it's very like, I didn't expect for this. When I purchased it, I was just like, eh. But I think the concealer surprised me the most. Okay, let's set this down. We're setting it down with Sephora Blur It in 01. This is their brightening pink loose setting powder. I was gonna get the puff with it, and then I just never did. I also have never heard anyone talk about this powder before. Oh, I don't know why I needed to get a puff, because it comes with like this cute little pink Sephora puff. How adorable. Ooh, this type of packaging I already really like. But again, it has to be the formula in it that's good. But I really like when packaging have this, where it closes and it also has a mesh bottom. I don't know if you guys could see that. Might be too overexposed, but it's a mesh bottom, which I really like. I really like having a mesh bottom. So let me use this puff. I'm gonna just like put it in here and pack it on, and making sure everything is matte. I don't need much, not with this foundation. This foundation is already like pretty matte, but I'm just going to lightly pat down the areas in my T-zone, because as the day goes by, I do get oily, and my matte foundation, you know, does like break apart, but it doesn't break apart as easily as if it was a luminous or a dewier or a skin tint. Like, this foundation will last me, I promise you, like over 8 hours. It's still gonna look really good as I continue to wear it, especially if you're oilier. It ends up giving such a natural finish at the end of the day. It's the craziest thing ever, but trust. I just know from experience. I'm wearing this. So I'm going to lightly dust a little bit of this blush over top, just to give it a little bit of a mixologist vibe, and to just set that blush down. The blush doesn't really need setting, just simply because it's pretty mattifying, but I just like a little bit of a ombre mixy color look. And I'm just lightly dusting this across the entire cheek and over my nose as well. I do have a highlighter. This is the Gleam and Glow. I usually don't wear highlighter lately, just because I'm just not that 2016 girl anymore, where we're just doing beaming highlight. I'll put on highlight sometimes, but as an oilier gal, for sure, I just try to minimize all the oiliness, and I really like a more matte look these days. So this is the Gleam and Glow in the shade 03 on set, and it says to shake well, which means that this separates. There's no like shake ball in here. You know, like how like some highlighter or like skin tint, they'll have like a little metal ball that you could like shake. This one doesn't. So just make sure you like shake all your product, like especially the liquidier products do need a little bit of shake, just because they've been, who knows how long they've been sitting in there for. Okay, so let's pop this open. Ooh, this is this is actually really cool. So it comes in this doe foot applicator, and you just like pretty much take it from the bottom and it'll like dispense and you can just grab it. So do I want to dot it directly? Yeah, YOLO. Let me just dot this directly. And then take that blush brush and like lightly blend that out. It's like this pinky highlight, just like a touch. I also like stopped wearing so much highlighter because it like, wow, it definitely emphasizes a lot of my texture and pores that I'm trying to not have it emphasize. This does dry down. I can see it drying down very fast. I do feel like this could be a good like foundation mixer. Like if I knew, I would have probably mixed it with this foundation to give it like some luminosity. This is a very pretty shade. It's giving me this like pinky glow on my cheek. Like that's pretty. That's really pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that little bit of glow. Just a touch. And then I'm just gonna run a little bit on the tops of my nose. And just blend it. That is pretty. That gives me like just a little pretty glow. I do feel like something is eating away my foundation, which is really weird. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like this missing, I don't know what it is, but it has to either be the blush, bronzer. You know how like I told you guys there's like a little piece missing? Yeah. It's like looking worse. Like it's really obvious that there's like something that just ate up my foundation. So I'm just gonna pat a little blush on it and call it a day. Yeah, that's weird. Something like ate at this area, like this cheek area, which I've only put the blush on, but also when I blended out my contour, I already saw something earlier, so that might have like added on to it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna put on lippies now. I do have a lip liner, and this is the lip liner to go mini in the shade 17 light brown. And this one is like, what is it called? It's not saran wrap. It's like saran wrap. Oh, it's shrink wrapped. I keep losing I don't like any like pencil products like liner, lip liner, like tiny, or like eyebrows and eyebrow pencils and stuff that are shrink wrap because they're so painful to take off. Okay, so light brown. I'm just gonna line my lips like I usually do. This one was hard because even in store, there wasn't really like a tester because this one are like mini to-goes. So I just like based it off of the pencil outside, and it's really deceiving because the pencil itself and the actual lip liner color, I do feel like it's like a shade lighter than what the actual pencil looked like. And then I had to like look online what other people were swatching, and like, yeah. And other people online was like, who was reviewing, they said the same exact thing. They're like, the color didn't even look like what it was on the pencil. Okay, now that our lips are lined, let's go in with the lipstick. This is the Sephora lipstick. It's in the shade 01. It's a matte lipstick. That's what it looks like. So pretty. It's like a pinky nude. This is such like a tea shade. Like I'm just like, yes, this is so me. So let's try this on. This is definitely a lot lighter than I expected. I'm just gonna pat it because it's a little pale on me, or paler. I'm gonna go back in with this lippy and sandwich that color in. I'm gonna go back in with the palette and grab like this light brown shade and just lightly line the bottom of my lashes. And I'm gonna dip in a little bit of the dark brown shade as well. Just tie everything together. Oh, okay. I could only do that much because it makes me watery and teary. Let me put my hair down and then I am going to give you my final thought on this look and then we're out of here. This is the final look of the full face Sephora collection makeup tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. Let's just do a quick roundup of everything that we used today. Let's start with our eyes, shall we? This makeup palette, it's all right. Like, it does the job and it's a really cool concept. I don't know, like, it's not anything like wow for me. I feel like there's more like better products at the drugstore. So not to start this off like negative or anything, but I just feel like there are just better out there. The liner's pretty good. I just feel like this makeup was so dark that the liner didn't really show through. I'll keep testing this out because I really do love a brown pencil, like the retractable liner. And then foundation, you guys already know how I feel about this foundation. It's amazing for the oily gals. It's very matte. It's buildable to like a medium buildable full coverage. And yeah, I just have always liked this foundation, so I have nothing bad to say about this foundation. For contour, this contour is ashy gray. The only thing is I feel like this contour was the reason why I have some lifting in my foundation, but I cannot be 100% sure. So I'll keep trying this with other types of foundation. I don't know. It just didn't play well with the Sephora foundation, which is weird because they're the same brand. They should all play nicely together coming from the same company. That's usually how it is. But yeah, so that's that. It's a ashier shade. It definitely does sculpt, contour, give you that chisel. The shade is nice. It's just the formula. I just need to test it with other foundation. What else? Blushes. These are the two blushes. This one is new. This one I've already used before. I really like this. This is their powder blush. No fail, and it's very compact as well too. Comes in a lot of pretty shades like matte, shimmer. And then this one is their cream blush. I actually I really like the color for this. I really love a good cream to powder matte blush. I find that this is really nice. The only thing is that the packaging is kind of cheap, but if you don't mind, and again, this is a cheap, it's budget friendly. It's not so costly that's gonna break the bank. So if you don't care about packaging and just the formula, I do feel like this would be a really nice cream to powder blush. And then for highlighter, the Gleam and Glow, I really like the color and the shade on this. I think it's a very pretty highlighter shade. It's pinky and nice. The only thing that I have to say about this is that it was a little hard for me to blend. I feel like this did dry down really fast, but that could just be like it drying down fast, so it sets really fast. So nothing negative about this. It does give me this like pretty pinky glow. I'm just not a highlighter girl like that anymore. I used to be. And then for mascara, this mascara is nice. It definitely gives me a lot of length, and this would be the fair side to compare it because my lashes are really nice and like spread out. This one's a little janky and wonky at the end, but nevertheless, it does give me that length. I don't know if it gives me the volume, but like my lashes today are very like whoosh, like really blown out there. And then for concealer, wow, I want to say this is a very good concealer. The Best Skin Ever concealer. Now, I don't know, I should have known because the Best Skin Ever foundation is like so good. This is very, very good as well too. It has like this matte finish, but it's light and thin. I already knew how this would apply when I first put it on as an eyeshadow primer on my eyelids. So I'll wear this throughout the day and let you guys know. It is very comparable to the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, but just thinner. It's not as like full coverage as the Estee Lauder Double Wear in my opinion, but this is still really good if you guys like that type of formula and texture. The other one is the Blur It powder. This is a loose setting powder in the shade 01 Brightening Pink. Now, first up, the packaging, amazing. I really love this type of packaging with a mesh bottom. The formula itself, it's brightening. That's what I use to set my under eyes and a little bit in my T-zone. I will have to try this with a more like dewier complexion foundation because the Best Skin Ever foundation and the concealer didn't need a whole lot of setting down. Like they self set by themselves, and like you'll know when you apply it, it has like this like matte dry down type of texture and formula that I don't feel like you actually need to set it down. But nevertheless, I will give it a try for my other videos and trying out other foundations with it. For the lip combo, I have this lip liner is actually really pretty. It's like right up my alley. This lipstick was a little light for me, like a little bit lighter than what I'm used to, but nevertheless, I feel like this combo is nice. I am very happy with the way that my makeup looks today. It's a very cool tone, sultry type of look. And yeah, that's about it. That's a roundup of everything that I bought. I hope you guys enjoy this one branded makeup tutorial, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye everyone. Mwah.